Ladies and gentlemen, hello there and welcome back to a Real AI Hardcore Exploration series. We are back in the mix once again with Mr. Hamish Holloway. So we're going to spend, I don't know, maybe 5 or 10 minutes at the start of this episode just getting a little bit organized here. Now, we are basically a scavenger at the start of our adventure here. This one uses concrete. What did we need concrete for? We needed concrete for something. I can't remember what it is, but I will remember it at some point. We are basically just a scavenger, so, you know, I feel like getting ourselves set up with a rudimentary... This thing looks massive, doesn't it? A rudimentary kind of setup here. I don't know, put a cooking spit right next to the crops that we have. The small amount of crops. Now let's just take a look. This thing is absolutely ginormous. I actually don't think I like how big it is. So we're going to miniaturize it just a teeny weeny bit. That looks more appropriate, doesn't it? So what can we make? We could make holy water. Nope. We can make purified water, and quite a bit of it. It does use antiseptic and aluminium. But as you can see, we have quite a bit, you know, so, you know, we need to craft up some stuff, don't we? A little bit of purified water. Apparently we can make alcohol as well. Can we make any food? We bloody cannot. Squirrel bits. I mean, alright, so here's another thing that we're going to be getting into in a second. I hope I've fixed the, or not fixed, but figured out how to craft the hunting kits, which should now be efficiently appropriate for our gameplay, because we haven't been able to get any meat. So that's the problem, isn't it? We can't do that. We can make a noodle cup. And let's actually, while I remember, immediately right now, although we can't. We need to have a look inside the chemistry bench, which we can't make. Now, there is a bench over here called the utility bench. Somewhere here. This one, which is apparently where the recipe was. I need to look in this right now. I changed it back to the chemistry bench, but there should be loads of recipes in here. There is a few. Not loads. Not loads. Okay, there is a few down here. So apparently the recipe was in here, but it's not anymore. So essentially I need to be looking at atomite garb recipes. I don't know what that is. We need to be looking at another chemistry bench when we get access to one. We'll just leave that there for now. So we can cook, we can drink, we can get water. I mean, we are hungry, probably a little bit thirsty. Maybe not. Well, let's have a noodle cup, a potato crisps, and another noodle cup. That feels like a lot of food. Maybe it's just the radiation hurting us. It's nearly night time. Should we just try and sleep? I know this is a very basic kind of setup that we have here. Do we need another turret? I don't think we do. Did need concrete for something. I just can't remember at all what it was that we needed concrete for. Anyway, we'll have to figure that out at a later date. Perhaps I will remember at some point in the future. Now, we've been out for a big long while, haven't we? Hamish has. He's been out getting shot at, being attacked, brutalized in all sorts of ways. So we're going to give him a good full night's sleep. And we feel well rested. Are we still good on all of our stats? Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Our radiation probably dropped a little bit. Not much. But in terms of our health and stamina,
around the shore at all hours, scaring my fish.
We're actually doing really well. We've got some crops happening here, which we can't seem to do anything with just yet. Oh, because they don't have any They don't have any fruit on them, which is fine. At some point, I suppose we'll get us a settler. Should we build that now? I feel like we've got a bit of a reputation. We've got enough of a reputation, I feel, to organise ourselves a thing. One of these, a recruitment radio beacon, which will, yes, allow us to actually get settlers in at our base. So yeah, I feel like we know enough about the world to know that it's an insanely dangerous place. And what that means is, just the logic of that is, you're out. Shit, there's a storm coming. Oh, I think I remember what it was we needed. We'll get back to that point in a second. It was one of these. Emergency shelter. Which is just going to go right here for now. So apparently the emergency shelter is located inside this bunk room, which I suppose we can potentially rearrange that. But what do we get in our emergency shelter? What's in here for us? Some scissors, a hunting rifle, some cigarettes, a bit of junk. It's very windy down here. I feel like maybe the emergency shelter is not fully sealed. Oh, is it the aircon? Is this all there was? Oh, wow. I picked one of the worst possible bunkers. It's just an emergency shelter, isn't it? It's not like a proper bunker. That's kind of annoying, but, you know, I don't know, it's kind of also immersive. We'll have to upgrade our emergency shelter into a more appropriate actual bunker that we can live in. But for now, we're only down here to attempt to pass some time. So let's build ourselves a little, just a little comfortable place to sit. And I tell you what, we're going to be down here for a little while. I want it to be properly comfortable. Alright. Just right like that. So I can sit here. I was having a conversation with somebody the other day about staring at a wall. And how, just how wonderful it can be at times to just sit and stare off into the abyss. Going nowhere, doing nothing. Just letting go of everything in life. Let's see if that has passed enough time to get rid of the whatever weather was making its way in. It did, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently somebody was attempting to attack, or something was attempting to attack our settlement just then. This raider scum, I suppose, maybe? I mean, the fact that this is the only body around with clothes on makes me think that it could have been that. Alright, where were we? I was in the middle of a conversation. Oh yes. The settlement recruitment radio beacon, which is over here. Logic, right, you're out there, you've been out exploring the Commonwealth, haven't you? And this actually requires power. Let's put it over here so the power won't make too much noise. You know, you've been out, you've been around, you know the place is hell. Everywhere you go, people are attacking you, trying to murder you. You're being first to murder other people. Excuse me. I should probably cut those out. So logic starts to kick in at some point, doesn't it? And it says, maybe you should try to make friends with somebody. Because the chances of you surviving out here on your own are basically zero. And I think this is going to go just here for now. So, you know, you start thinking about, you've got yourself a settlement, you've managed to clear it. There's a strange fisherman wandering around who doesn't seem to be of any use to anyone. But maybe you should, you know, think about making friends with more useful people. So that leads me to think that we need to check. We've got people 0, water 3, power 3, defense 15, beds 9. So we've just got to wait for some people to show up. Alright, that's the start of our settlement underway. And well, would you look at that, that was exactly 10 minutes. Which means from here, I suppose we head out doing a little bit of exploration. Potentially heading up towards Concord. And looking at some locations along the way. Trying not to die as always. Yeah, so we're really here to just level up as much as we can. I'd like to get gun nut rank 1, armor rank 1. So that we can start tinkering a little bit. Alright, let's settle in, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to pause the video. Go and make yourself a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. I still have mine. Hit the like button if you know what I'm referring to. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do that. In fact, hit the dislike button because I said that, alright? Anyway. We found an abandoned tractor. That doesn't count as a location officially. But where is it? Oh, it's here. Okay, we're fine. Although, there's another body under there. He looks kind of indisposed, though. Thankfully, I don't know why they're dead, but they are. So let's just, I suppose, just continue wandering. What's over this way? We've been up here a little bit before, haven't we? Though there's still plenty of locations around. Let's just go up here for a second. The bunker symbol, I think, is going to be that location up there. I suppose we could try and investigate that. There might not be too many gunners up there. Okay, we're a little bit thirsty. Very good. We'll drink our invisible juice. So our radiation is slowly dropping, which is great news in general. Now there is a shack up there. And I believe this place... Yeah, alright. If I could get behind cover, please. Oh my god, my head has been crippled. That was a headshot. Shit. Let's try this again. I mean, all this really does for me is just confirms that I have done an excellent job at creating exactly the kind of apocalypse that I thought I wanted to play, and that I do still want to play, but what I'm getting at is, you know, sometimes I'm just very mean, aren't I, to myself? I'm extremely cruel. Or at least my thoughts are. They're quite mean and deceptive. You'll really love to play a very hardcore, real AI-based experience. And I believe that for a second, and then I play it, and it's hell. Please die. Okay, Okay, yeah, the ghouls don't do too much damage, do they? We figured that out many, many episodes ago. Now, I am going to try to approach this area again. I'm also going to let myself save, because this is definitely a location. I don't know why you would think that it wouldn't be. The tractor, I mean, that we just discovered. Let's make ourselves a little bit more comfortable here. Yes, so we've done a good job, haven't we, of creating a hellish experience. Which just confirms for me the need to go slow and long with this series, which is fine. There's only one other series operating on the channel at the moment with Fallout 4, and that is the Zombieland The Walking Dead series, which is essentially a modified experience of Ground Zero with lots of juicy permadeath action. Also, in case you're not watching it, I've managed to figure out a way to make it kind of Project Zomboid-ish, as in when one character dies, we respawn with a new character who loses all their perks, all of their stuff, but the world is persistent, so the world stays the same. Any progress that we've made with quests we get to keep, and any settlements that have been built up or discovered will sustain. You know, it's a persistent world. Anyway, what I'm getting at is we can take our time here with this series. It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to take a long time to make progress. And it's bloody working, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Alright, I'm going to stop for a little bit so that we can zone in. Tune in to the world here. Hopefully we don't die.
To come out sooner or later.
Brutal. Alright, then we're not going that way just now. Let's go this way instead. Okay, radiation. Great. I don't know why... Hey, wait. Didn't I save... I saved at the... I'm pretty sure I saved at the tractor. Sometimes the game does that for some reason. Okay. Alright, never mind. I was already at the tractor. But sometimes it does that. It reloads you at a previous save. A previous save. Anyway. Let's proceed with the proceedings. Just wandering. I'm going to just let go of all objectives because, well, none of them are working. And it's making me want to cry a little bit. So let's just, I don't know, let's just go over here. Let's just have a look. It's just very hard, isn't it? It's very hard indeed. So hopefully when we get back to Covenant eventually, we'll have a settler or two waiting for us. And we can set them to work like the slaves they were destined to be. The video game slaves that they were destined to be in life. Okay, yes, we are near Lexington, so there's lots of raiders. Let's see what the story lady has to tell us about today.
And now, boys and girls, it's time for the story lady.
Today's story is one I call Casey at the Bat. Once upon a time, there was an important baseball game in the town of Mudville. It was the last half of the 9th inning, and Mudville had fallen behind by 3 runs. But there was still hope. The bases were loaded. Up to bat came the mighty Casey, who was also loaded. Casey was everybody's hero and got lots of jobs shaving on TV and posing for bubblegum cards. As Casey strode to the plate, the crowd let out a big roar. The pitcher pitched. Strike 1, the umpire yelled. Casey laughed. Strike 2, cried the umpire. Now was the time. The pitcher wound up. Casey gritted his teeth. Then it began to rain. Casey was so relieved, he passed out at home plate and drowned.
Thank you, story lady. Tune in again, boys and girls, when the story lady will tell you what really goes on in prison.
All right. Well, thank you, story lady, for that marvelous tale. And I do believe we have cleared this area to the best of our ability, with 2 locations behind advanced locks. We're not going to be able to explore them just yet, but you know, that's what we're dealing with for the time being. Probably for a little while longer too. But that does give us another save, so let's see what we can do about potentially clearing Lexington a little bit. Oh, Jesus, that made me jump. I don't know why, it wasn't particularly loud or anything, but I thought there was going to be somebody there. Shit. Oh, there's somebody above. Yeah, there is somebody right there. Now, dealing with this turret might be difficult. We've got plenty of ammo for this gun, though. Problem is, I can't really see very well. Shit. Damn it.
You having fun? Huh? I can do this all day.
Now, can we deal with this turret without dying here? Do I still have a pipe rifle on me? I do. Alright, let's go with that then. Yes, let's get that one there. Hunting rifle 2 is also pretty useless to us. We got a... Oh, we didn't get that sniper rifle, did we? Shit, somebody down here now. Is there another turret? Holy... Alright, okay, that's that one dealt with. Is there another... Since when is there a turret down there? Baseball grenade, okay, I'll take it. Okay, if I can get that turret killed, I'll give us a save. Is there really another turret down there? That's weird. There is, because I can hear it. I did not know there was another turret there. Also, I can hear footsteps. I think I'm hitting that turret. Bitch. Ghouls. Zombies. Zombies on the way. Feral child. Jesus, man. Yeah, let's try the shotgun here. Close range after all. Alright, I'm going to call that a successful. Location cleared. We used a fair bit of ammo there, but you know, that's what it's here for after all. Okay, so maybe there is always a turret there, I just never noticed it before. Or if I did, I forgot about it. Alright, well that's a little bit of Lexington cleared after all. After all, I keep saying after all. Anyway. Honestly, it gets to you sometimes doing these YouTube videos, you know? Your brain tends to operate in unusual ways. Okay, let's push a little bit further into Lexington, since we have, after all, cleared another location. Always fun to check out this guy. Okay, alright. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I forgot that Lexington is It's home to quite a few ghouls, isn't it?
Who?
Along with the raiders, yeah. Sounds like there's quite a few of them up here.
Lasted longer than the other one.
How's our health? We're a little bit hungry and thirsty. By how much? Just one level. I tell you what. No, I want the intelligence to be as high as possible so that we're leveling up here. Okay, looks like a few ghouls have attempted to come up here and say hello to the raiders. Okay, that's power armor. Shit. We might abandon ship on that one.
Let's do this. How many books? No.
Fuck.
Come on out.
It's really amazing, isn't it, how well this collection of mods works together to change the AI to make them so advanced compared to, oh shit, basically every other game. I don't know another game. Okay, there are a couple of games that make me sort of, there are a couple of other games that I think of when I'm thinking about AI that's this advanced in the way that it's operating here. One I know of, which I haven't played, but I know it's legendary in the world of advanced AI, is Fear, the old Fear game. Stalker Anomaly also has great AI. They're not quite as advanced as this though, shit. Okay, here we go, Deja Vu. Been here before. I was doomed anyway, wasn't I? I was doomed. I basically blew myself up with that Molotov, but I think I was screwed. Yeah, there just really aren't many other experiences that are this mature in terms of how the AI is operating tactically, pursuing us all over the place, coming around multiple directions, not making it obvious where they're at all the time. So, you know, it's yeah, just really amazing and a testament to how incredible mods are and modders. The thing is, though, this is not one mod, so one modder has not been able to achieve this level of tactical behavior and mature AI behavior. So this is, well, we've got real AI, pack attack, arbitration. Another mod called NPCs use items, which also changes AI behavior to more than just using items. It makes each different class of enemy operate differently, while using different weapons and things like that. There's also a couple of others in here as well. Tell you what, I'll look them up. Scourge, Dam Apocalypse, and NPCs sprint in combat. So, Dam Apocalypse, I think, has a combat module, which I think... Actually, that could be more to do with damage. I'm not sure if Dam Apocalypse affects the NPC behavior very much. It probably does in some ways. And Scourge just changes up the how each enemy... makes enemies very different to each other. Even, like, raiders will be different to other raiders, and etc. And the NPCs sprint in combat just makes NPCs use sprint during combat, which they don't normally do. I only mention those just in case you're interested in potentially modding the game yourself to play like this. There is a link down below to the Discord. If you want to head over to the Discord, there's a channel on the left-hand side where the full mod list, load order file, and what's it called? The mod list, load order list, and there's another one. There's a few text files there for you anyway to download for yourself and have a look at. Anyway, yes, great job, excellent job modders, and a super cool experience we have here to play with. So, with that said, let's try and head round this side of Lexington and see whether or not we can maybe explore one or two more locations without having to retreat too much. We're not off to a great start, honestly. And of course, we have a more spawns, you know, a mod that enhances basically every spawn in the game, at least doubling every character, every NPC, every creature spawn in the world. So there are way more enemies around. And real AI just taking over the show, really. You know, making all of them act in extremely unpredictable ways. Very, very cool experience. Highly recommended if you're a fan of Fallout 4 and tactical gunplay. Alright. What have we got here? Some 10mm rounds, a 10mm pistol, which we'll leave. There is an underground car park here, which we can check out. We should be able to survive this. We'll clear upstairs first. How's our health? We're not too bad. Alright. Heading down underground into the parking garage. Or the parking garage, depending on where you're from in the world. I feel like maybe do I want a silenced pistol? Well, I'm definitely not going to be using my sniper rifle down here, so let's get that one there, and this one there. There's a lot of ghouls down here, isn't there? Are all my weapons reloaded? They are. Nice. I forgot about that flaming, the fuel on the floor. Very good. Oh, there's a Minuteman down here. a minute man or woman down here. On infection. The one that gives us periodic damage. Well, we can't have that. We've got antibiotics. Just gonna have to take it. Antiseptic and an explosives box. Yeah, I feel like this is a really nice balance. The way we've got this mod list working with all the settings now. Haven't had to touch the settings for a good, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 episodes or something. You know, it feels very apocalyptic, not much loot around. We are just holding on. We've just got enough supplies. We're just finding enough gear. Oh, nice. Another stim pack. Brilliant. You know, we're finding rarely medical items. We're rarely finding medical items. We'll get this guy released from his prison. If we can. Oh, did I have an extra chance there? Apparently I did. Just randomly clicking here. I'm not too fussed about this. It's not going to do anything for us. I thought we might just let this guy free. Because, you know, he's been in there for a good couple of 100 years. Alright, another location cleared. Which is going to give us another save. Ladies and gentlemen, we are well and truly on a journey here. A journey of exploration through the Commonwealth. And as you can see, we're not very far into that journey, with basically none of the lower region of the map explored, and very little of the upper region explored because everywhere is so dangerous. But you know, we are slowly chipping away at certain locations, certain areas, discovering and clearing and exploring, seeing and shooting, murdering and dying as we go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for another episode of the Real AI Hardcore Exploration series. I am very grateful for your time, for your attention, for your love and support, and for your encouragement. Many of you viewers are very encouraging with these series. You really do like them. And, you know, it's nice to play something that I enjoy, and to know that, you know, quite a few of you are sitting down, taking time out of your days, your weeks, to have this experience alongside me, to be entertained by my often terrible attempts to play this game. But anyway, I ramble. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. Please do check back in again very soon for another episode. See you then. Goodbye for now.